Hello, I'm recording from my castle today to bring you some information about what I learned from our two guest speakers, Samantha and Linda, in class, and the commonalities I found through their work and the readings we did in the books. So I'm going to hop right into that. The first thing I really noticed is that at least, with both of them, they provided their patients with a sound, like a self of being able to tell their own story. With Samantha, I remember a certain story she told about a patient with eating disorder wanting to write a song and just how empowering that was, like getting her own words out there after feeling so like shut down. And with Linda, I guess Linda is almost providing her patients with a self story, or with a story at all, because she's kind of, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of like a soundtrack to dying. She's providing you with like a soundtrack and all these like affirmations almost, and I feel like that's a pretty good story to hear when you're dying. You want to hear calming things about the beautiful things around you. So that's my first one. Second one, the patient gets to feel in charge. I saw this one mostly for Samantha, because it really was up to them whether what they wanted to do anything or not. I remember her telling stories about kids just not being engaged, and that's okay. That is a sense of being in charge, but also being in charge of the creation that you have. The process of creation on a personal level, I believe, is a feeling that makes me feel in charge, and I imagine a lot of these people who are going through experiences where they absolutely don't feel in charge, being in charge of your own creation is pretty empowering. And being able to like create music, like it's not only for at least music therapy, it's not only the music therapist like playing to you, it's like a collaboration, which gets me into my next commonality that I found between our lectures, or our guest speakers in the books, was a sense of collaboration. This goes for both the music therapist and the therapeutic music. I don't know. I was lucky enough for Linda to like sit in the chair and have her like play music for me. So from a firsthand experience here, I really felt included. It was someone caring about me and playing for me. It wasn't anyone playing at me. It was nothing like listening to music, and it just felt like we were both in that room together going through the same experience, and it was pretty wonderful. And then with music therapists, a lot of the times, we heard a lot of stories about them like collaborating with their patients to create music and helping their patients find the words or melody to put their feelings to. A lot of these points kind of tie together, but they're the ones that I found that stuck out the most to me. The last one I want to mention was just give a space to release pent-up energy, because if you're ill and in a hospital setting, there's a lot of energy that you can't get out. You're just sitting there, you feel out of control. And I remember Samantha telling this one story that I thought was really funny, of the kid who just wanted to listen to his favorite rap song, and she was like, okay, and he started rapping along, and he was like full of energy. And I think that, I don't know, if I need to get energy out, I go for a walk or a run, or I dance or something. But a lot of people are in a lot of pain, and that's a lot harder for them, so it's really cool to have a space to release some of that energy in a way you can. So Carl's signing off.